Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back to Torment Ties of Numenera, where we're going to continue with what we were doing before, which I think was everything, but I think we've actually got something to hand in to the sculptor, because I think we found out all we could from the Dendra Uhur sometime during the last episode, and I think we've got to go talk to him now, just to see where that goes. And then after that, we've got all manner of other things to do. So, yeah, we can go and have a kick around and take a look at what else we can find as we go. Because we've still got a murderer to find, we've got a missing person to find, we've got some other folks that need dealing with. Apparently, there's something to do with the Demeron thing over there as well at some point, I believe. So, you know, there's that. You're a merchant, right? We want to talk to Zalfi the Sculptor. Zalfi's red-rimmed eyes narrow as you approach. You've learned something of my subject. Why did he go willingly into his murderer's arms? Tell me, leave nothing out. He knows something, I can see it in his face. Well, may as well tell him the truth. His daughter was killed when their home collapsed.
I'll remember that.
Grief drove him to seek his death. Grief! Zalfi shouts. Lunging at his nearest sculpture, he was ruled by sorrow and the creature killed him. Did he call to her? Was it anger? No. Resignation. Madness. Carving, scraping, shouting and muttering, Zalfi has clearly forgotten you are here, except for one detail. His hand gropes clumsily in his pocket, retrieves a pouch and thrusts it at you. Spirit Shroud. What does it do? Resistances. Okay. Bye. Can we actually use that? We can. It's a cloak. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of a shimmery, spectrally thing. I approve of this. That all works out kind of well. That's fine. Okay. So now that we've got that's that done. So we can go and try and find her in the Cave of Lost Words. We've still got to try and recruit the veterans, but to recruit the veterans we need to find the adversary, signs of the adversary's presence. That's Persia, the missing person from the dodgy fella on the Don. Got to settle the debt somehow. And track down the murderer. Okay, well, if that's the case, then let's head. Oh, and there was that puzzle thing, wasn't there? There was that puzzle thing in the Order of Truth that we faffed around with last time, but didn't really get anywhere with. So yeah, we might leave that for the moment. Come take a look at it again another time. But yeah, because we need to talk to the clerk. And the clerk, we needed to,
Look out below! Above!
from the,
Sideways!
shut up you, we needed to find someone from the slave families, wasn't it? To sign over, kind of, sign over something. You look important. You have a name. Let's go and talk to...
Calistige, level with me. What did your sisters get up to when you and Alagern were alone?
What do you want to hear? That they got involved?
Yes, precisely.
Tiber, it is none of your business.
Coming.
Creepy. Okay. This slim man looks to be in good shape. And though his face remains hidden, but within his hood he carries himself with confidence. His clothing exudes something like smoke that makes him look a bit like a ghost, perhaps a man who can't be found if he doesn't want to be. Irithor Bren, he states. Pleasure. I'm a merc. Head of the... Is that an L or an... assume that's an I. Ianthine Spectre Company. What brings you to the thicket? He sees something in your expression. First timer, huh? Well, whatever we talk about here can't be overheard. Someone tries to read our lips, they get gibberish. He crosses his arms. Good place to talk business. In other words, if that's what you're here for. Well, tell me about your company. We do infiltration mostly, sabotage, assassinations. Assorted hostile recovery. Sometimes the city hires us to handle local threats, problematic tribes, roaming predators, you name it. Pretty quiet these days, not like when we got started. Our first big job was a series of assaults in the Endless Battle. He looks familiar, that tattoo especially. Can't think why I'd know him though. His eyes flicked to your tattoo for an instant. The Endless Battle? Really? Alright, it's basically like it sounds. A fight that's given people like me a solid payday for more generations than anyone can count. As far as I heard, it's a scrap between rival factions of the Changing Gods cast-offs. What about... I couldn't tell you. Getting interested in the why of a war always ends up being bad for business. Okay, so what did you do? Can't say. Contracts, you understand. All I can tell you is the Chalcedon pays on time, and that's more than I can say for some of the employers I've had over the years. One of the best jobs we've ever had. Who's the Chalcedon? Or Chalcedon? Whichever way. One of the commanders of the Changing Gods side. Pays well and on time, and that's the extent of my opinion on the matter. Now, my turn for questions. It's not just the tattoo that gives you away. I know you, don't I? Where from? We fight together? Fight each other? What is it? Tell the truth now, I'll know if you're lying. His thoughts don't tell me anything. I have to try the direct approach. Try to remember how. Okay, apparently he's hard to remember. Well, are you going to tell me how we know each other or not? Can you read my thoughts?
Have borne fruit.
He barks a loud laugh. The only way you'd know that is if you could read mine. Too. Useful skill, isn't it? Now you know why you shouldn't try to lie to me. So where do I know you from? I have no idea. River stares you down. Something tickles the back of your mind. This is miserable, he says, scratching his head. I'm going to be running your face through my head all day. His thoughts don't betray anything, but I know I've seen him before. So, what is your company doing in Sagus? Negotiations. I'm between meetings with a few council representatives. They may want us for some ongoing work. He shows his teeth. Bit of a bidding war going on right now, to be honest. We're in demand. As long as all sides are interested, the strongest will prevail, as it should be. And there is something in that satisfaction behind that smile that catches your notice. He isn't just happy with the prospect of a solid payday. It's the smile of a man who believes that everything is going according to plan. Dodgy motherfucker.
Allow me.
Okay. So, let's... We've still got a murderer to catch. Let's head back down there then for the moment. Climb down. Because there has to be something more down here in regards to murders, unless, like the last time, I need to sleep again to maybe have someone else die, which would be a kind of sad and sorry state of affairs, really, if I needed to just let people die to eventually find out who it is. But it wouldn't surprise me if that's what eventually transpires. So now part of me is like, well, you've got all of these people just stood around. Surely someone saw something, but apparently not. I heard you intended to explore the city, but never imagined you'd find your way down here. What an honor. How can I help you, beloved vessel? Have you seen anything? I haven't, but I will absolutely tell you if I do. Examine the cultist. Man is pale, dirty, and nervous. He is stealing glances at your tattoo every chance he gets. He flinches when he notices you studying him. Never have I seen it so close. What have I done to earn this blessing? Okay. Bye.
As you wish.
Can I talk to you? You leave me be. Okay. Well, that's Varanoth. I need to talk to Varanoth. How about you? Varanoth, again, Varanoth is but Varanoth doesn't actually have anything to say on the matter. So we talked to the Dendra Ahura about the murders, and they seemed disappointed that they weren't suspects potentially, but he still doesn't have anything to say.
We shall see.
So far. So short, solid man stands behind a smoking grill, turning pieces of meat with a pair of grimy tongs. Sweat is pouring down his grizzled face, yet he's covered head to toe in grease-spattered clothes. His sleeves are tight at the wrists, and his collar pinches at his neck. Nearby are 3 large vats that are filled with living meat. So part of me hopes, like, sincerely hopes that this guy hasn't been killing people. And on account of the toes, nobody wants to see a man with toes growing all over his body. Especially if he's cooking their food. Not even people in the underbelly got strong enough stomachs for that. Toes? Hey, we all got our problems, and I got it better than most around here. Ain't my fault anyway. Well, I guess it is a little my fault. Okay. What kind of meat do you sell? All kinds of meat. Fat-grown meat. So it's meat in a petri dish type stuff. You use your doodad on yourself? Funny you should ask. Not long after I found it, I cut myself pretty good. Thought I'd try using my doodad to close up the wound. Well, it worked, but then I started growing the toes all over my body. Didn't care for that at all. So I never did it again. Still trying to get rid of the toes. We buy some meat? Anine, I believe, are basically cow equivalent from what I recall. So that's 2 shins. Seems legit. So folks eat that 3 times a day. Wish more of them would give my Drebble wings a try, but it's their loss, eh?
My studies have borne fruit.
You take another bite of the Anine meat, trying to get a sense of the flavour that lies beneath the heavy spice. Summons a welter of memories. You've eaten Anine flesh before, perhaps many times. It evokes a vague sense of desperation of a vast ruined landscape. Detonations erupting around you, scavenging the bodies of fallen beasts for food. You realise that this isn't one memory, but many, many lifetimes, perhaps in a hellscape of war. Memories fade. Buy some more meat, maybe it'll give us more memories. Let's try the Drebble wing. It's also 2 shins. Good choice. Good, and nobody believes it till they try it. I eat them all day long. Keeps me trim and handsome. With toes all over your body. Okay, so that apparently didn't give me anything. What about the lack tail? Also 2 shins. Kids love these. Can't stand them myself. Okay, fair enough. Then let's go and see this person over here, who I believe was a trader. Okay, so he's where's Alagern? He's around here somewhere. There he is. Let's go talk to him and see if he can.
I told you I won't speak to you whilst you have her in tow. If you want to talk so badly, ditch her first.
I don't really want to get rid of Calastige, so go to hell. Okay, do you know what? I think what we might do is head up, have a nap, and then maybe we'll come back and someone else will be dead and it'll give us some more clues.
On my way.
So far the clues have been just... Oh no, this is the stitches. Where's the way up? Around this way? Yeah, it's around that way.
With alacrity.
So far the stuff that we've been given, the stuff that we've been presented with so far in regards to the murder has been a couple of hands and a couple of weird sigils drawn in blood on walls, which isn't really a lot to go on. So... You know, it doesn't really fit the Dendro Hur's MO because they would eat everything if they could.
Eratus, stop fidgeting. Be still and silent. All three.
I don't understand how all you Calastesias could even notice in that crowd of... you.
A few thousand of my eyes can't help but notice you.
So now this woman is like the... is plagued like the daughter of the cast-off that killed himself by means of sorrow. You sure you won't come with us? Why not? Unless I need to send someone on their way. Maybe, unless it's just a case of my party's already...
Thanks for taking me on, lad. Always good to have a friend watching your back, huh? Now, what can I do for you?
Well then, farewell. For now. You won't be gone long.
You're right. I hopefully won't be gone long. I would like to keep you with me all the time, but I need to see if she will come with me. You should come with me. Where are you going? Maybe we can find you a doctor. Maybe. What about those thugs? What if somebody else comes after me or after you? I'm not a fighter. I can't help you. At least with me you can learn to take care of yourself. I guess so. Alright, I'll do it. Okay.
I hear and I go.
Fine.
Well, let's... Hold on. Let's take a look at what our journal has updated here. So it says that we need to take her back. We have to take her back to the slaver. There's no... Because I doubt the doctor here is going to... Yeah, no, I can't. Sorry, kid. It seems that for the sake of progress...
Yes.
I'm going to have to turn you over because I need information. Also, to be fair... Throughout the Ninth World, slavery is in various places a thing that still happens a lot. So, from my memories, from the attitudes of the people here, and so on and so forth.
Why not?
If we're going to play the character, if we're going to play the role that we've been given here, then there's a good chance that ultimately, I mean, maybe we can free the kid after we've learned what we need to learn, but. Grabs your wrist and stops walking. She's trembling, staring at Tolmagur, standing atop the platform.
It's her. Don't take me up there. Don't make me go back to her.
What did she do to you? She's, what's the word? She steals people. She found me, said I was her property. Those thugs who were looking for me, she sent them. But I won't go back. I'm never going back. You won't let her have me, right? If you're a slave, she'll make a deal. Sounds fair, I guess. Let's make a deal. Ah, there's my little lost bird. Glad you found her. Now, just send her over here and we'll count this job done. I don't want to go. We need to talk about this, Toll. No, we don't. Just give me the girl, and she puts her hand to her face. Fine, fine. I didn't want to tell you this, but damn it. Here's my dirty secret. And if you tell anyone, I'll burn your flesh and scatter your bones. I'm a cast-off, like you. You want to know why I want this girl? It's because she helps control the tides in me. She keeps them from slipping out into the world. Without Rhin, everyone around me gets hurt or even killed. If I use an adult for this, they die. So here's the deal. Give me the kid, I'll teach you how to control your tides better, and... don't... And well, let's not get into don't, eh? She holds out a hand for Rhin. We'll have to settle this some other way. No, the time for talk is over. She stares at you. Feel a sudden swirling in your psyche. You want an example of what cast-offs can do? You want to know why I want the girl? She stops me from doing that. Now give her to me. How about this? Stop using your tides to hurt people, or I'll tell the cult, the changing god, that you're a cast-off. If you do that, I will spread your guts across the harbour. You do not put those mewling sycophants on my tail. Are we clear? Good. Now, send Rhin over. I won't stand for threats. One more like that and I will shut him up. Is that what you do to Rhin? Frequently. Do you have a problem with that? It's better than the alternative. I'm not a leech or a killer. I'm not. Yeah, sounds like it. You should learn to control your powers. You don't need someone else to use someone else as a sponge. Says the cast-off who can't control his own tides. So how can you justify keeping Rhin in your custody? Release your claim. Let's give it a go. Hey, it worked.
I'll remember that.
Fine, you've convinced me. You can keep her, but you treat her right, you hear? If I get even a hint that you've made Rhin unhappy, I'll track you across the ninth world. Says the person who was literally blasting her with potentially interdimensional power just to control herself. Please. You know what? I'll even live up to my part of the bargain. I'm going to teach you about your tides because it will help you keep Rhin safe. Ready for this? Alright. I know I hate all of this cast-off skist, right? Alright. So, the changing god, he made us. Maybe not on purpose. Maybe we're just an accident. But he made us. He uses the tides to transfer his mind. You've felt them, I'm sure. Surges of power, emotion, whatever. That's the tides, and they're pushing around inside you. You focus them into something, you can make a weapon out of them. Manifest differently for each of us. Most of us don't think about it, but I figure use every tool at your disposal. Close your eyes, feel that coiling power in you. That's the tides. Now feel this. I'm going to push a little power at you. Try to fight it off. With your eyes closed, you can see the energy emanating from her. A dark and angry spike of red-hued power that drifts towards you. With your mind, use your tides. As the tidal dagger drifts closer to you, you feel something inside you uncoiling, a vast and restless power whose depths you can barely comprehend. It's reminiscent of the energy you used to blast the sorrow fragments from your mind, but now you can control it, and you breathe out, pushing her probe away. That's it. That's it. Practice that. We're done. Skill level in Tide Affinity has been increased by 1. Okay. Now I know you're a cast-off, let's talk about you a little more. It's not a core part of my identity, you know. I don't walk around thinking, oh, I'm a cast-off. Let me think about my place in the world. I'm my own person, got it? But fine, ask your questions. Okay, do you know anything about Matt Keener? I've heard the name. I know she trades with a bad crowd. I've never met her. Don't know where she lives or who she is. Never hope to either. Okay. Do you know any other cast-offs? I knew Rheostrad Glaive, covered in living metal armor. He had some underworld connections. It didn't end well with him, or for him. Last I heard, he scrambled his brain trying to change his past with dodgy Numenera. For the rest of the cast-offs, no. I keep to myself, and I thank you to keep my existence secret. Okay, what is it you hope to accomplish with your life? Why become a slaver when you're effectively immortal? Why? Because it was easy to fall into the life. Because it was a challenge to get good at, or at it. Because I don't particularly care what others think about me. This tattoo... Oh, she rakes her hair back. This tattoo, it doesn't define me. I'm not the man who made me. I owe him nothing. I owe you nothing. I owe the world nothing. It's my life, and these are my choices. Fair dues. Don't you think you could do some good for people? What makes you think I'm not? Look, you're approaching this all wrong. You see slaves and you think mistreatment. I see criminals and burdens. Sure, they're not going to find happier lives right away, but once they've finished their... I think there's only supposed to be one there. Service, they get to live. Most of them anyway, so kiss my ass. This is good for them. Self-reflection is the key to a successful life. For however you define success, maybe, I'm perfectly happy doing what I do. I don't need to be remembered.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Fair enough. Random XP. If you don't have any other epiphanies you want to share with me, I've got some important none of your business to attend to. Do you know anything about the Sorrow? The what? Oh, you mean that monster that looks like Night mated with some year-old corpses? I don't. Nothing that would be helpful anyway. I felt it a while back, though. Felt like it glanced my way. Felt like it told me not yet. But no, can't help you in anything about it. Okay. Bye then. Where's Rhin? Where's the little girl? You should go home, because I want to go pick
What's
up
going on?
Calistege again. What? Why? You said you would help me. Is it something I did? It's more dangerous for you than I thought it would be. Places I need to go aren't safe. I don't think I can help you. You're better off where you were. Nowhere is safe. This morning I went to piss behind a bush and it tried to eat me. Don't leave me. You can't leave me. Okay, well, do you know what? We'll... Okay, hold on. No, we leveled up. Oh, can only do...
Need rest.
The one thing. Oh, we're tier 2. Cool. So what does this do? Regain 30% of spent effort whenever you fail a non-combat task. Allows characters of any type to wear armor. I think we want that. Learn 2 powers, or learn 2 things. Things to learn. On hit confers vulnerability. Gain 15% on necessary attacks. Ooh, +1 armor, +1 intellect pool. We want that. Targeting eyes, good. What's resourceful? Extra training. I think we'll go for those 2 because that's kind of multi-purpose, and that one is very specifically for for use with Onslaught, so we'll take those. Anyone else level up? You did. Okay. Well, we'll increase your stats, so you want that, and user. Yeah, good for that. Cool. And then, what are you? What are you? So you're a sneaky one. Lost child who shapes gods. Okay. I don't, she's okay, but she's also kind of useless. I kind of want Calistege back because she's kind of useful. So.
What's going on?
I think we should part ways. Oh, stop it.
All right.
Didn't care for the game. Don't care for the game to emotionally blackmail me. Thank you. But we want to get Calistege back because
All right.
she's actually got some abilities and things that are useful instead of just hiding. Like I can see Rhin maybe being useful as she levels up. Considering her her focus is who changes gods or whatever. But yeah, if we're gonna level her up, if we're gonna do stuff with her, then I have a feeling that we're gonna do it later. Because also, so far, I mean, we picked up Iritus, and he actually seemed to be kind of somewhat more leveled up. He was at least capable. I believe Matt Keener is also another companion that we can get hold of, and she's probably going to be on the more leveled up side. So I thought Calistege would be here, but I don't. Oh yeah, shit, there she is. Hello.
Oh, my scintillating wit was lure enough to bring you back, I see.
Of course it was. Come with me. Cool. Oh, she leveled
How
up too.
may I guide you?
It's nice. It's very nice. And she's already tier 2, so she's already on her way. So let's give her some extra
I approve.
effort to apply, which is nice. Cool. Okay. So now let's head back out and I think now that we've sorted that out, we're gonna go and get some rest. I think we're gonna have a sleep, and then maybe there'll be another messenger going. Hello, someone else has been murdered. You need to come and take a look at it. We can hope, you know, be useful if there was more to go on than just some randomer's corpse and then the unfortunate demise of Crooked Keek. Room for the night, yes. Give her the money, we've got no money left. Aha! Messenger, you open your eyes to see a hooded face of Fulsom's messenger. Her eyes are bleary, bleary and slightly dazed. It seems possible that she hasn't slept since you last saw her. Another murder in the underbelly last night while you were sleeping. It was it was Manthpar. Tibir's mate. That's oh dear. Well, we've not got any money anymore, so let's go and take a look. And also, Tibir knew Manthpar, so hopefully, hopefully Tibir might have some insight into to his goings on, which might give us a wider kind of perspective on things.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go and take a look at the massive blood stain on the floor. But there's the sigil right there. Okay, so what we got? Inspect the hand. Long-fingered fist in the center of the pool was in poor shape before someone ripped off all the skin. Lumps of crooked bone imply that the former owner broke his hand more than once. You also spot fresh cuts along the back of the hand. Manth fought for his life for all the good it did him. Ah, poor Manth. He was always up for anything, but just never had that hairs on the back of your neck sense that you need on the street. Not a born reader of signs, if you get me. You can bet I wouldn't have been caught unawares by whatever it was that done for him. At least I hope not. Sorry for your loss. I didn't know the boy that well, but thanks all the same. I wish I knew his people. I'd let them know. Turn your attention back to the murder scene. Bloody circle on the wall. It's immediately clear that the dashes and red and bleeding pinpricks decorating the circle are not random. It's a symbol drawn with careful intent. Unfortunately, it means nothing to you. Before you can look away from the circle, memory bulges painfully through your thoughts, and the memory isn't yours. Surrender to the memory, no matter how much it hurts. Fresh blood streams over the circle, yanking you through the hollow, at its center, into the world beyond. A strip of blistering land coils through a void as black as a gaping mouth. The air is thick, foul, and textured with the sickness of maggots. Nausea slams into you, filling your head, infecting your thoughts. You shove a horrific memory away from you, slamming your mind shut like a door and swallowing the knot of nausea in your throat. After seeing that world, the bloody pool at your feet seems almost mundane. Can we do that again? No? Okay, well let's go and talk to... In fact, can we go and take a look at the others and see if we can get anything else from them now that we've... Bloody circle on the wall. No, okay, fair enough. Then let's go talk to Folsom and maybe tell him that something's going on. I mean, this could be the adversary. Another murder has occurred. Manth was a wandering jack and of occasional use to me. Now he is dead. Work harder, godling. My people are dying. This could be the adversary. So let's go back to the bar and talk to them, because the adversary was ultra-terrestrial. It was trying to punch in from other places outside the, from a different universe. I think that's what they were saying. And so as a result, these like blood portals on the wall are seemingly leading to a different place.
I'm going.
And we've now remembered it, so we should probably go and talk to these guys and say, well, there's this thing. Might not be what you're looking for, but it's a thing. There's at least something going on here.
Of course.
Dharma, my friend. Okay, so I can't really come back and... Therebos, tell me your story, make it a good one. I was born falling from the sky. Did I not talk to this guy before? You're telling the truth. A lot of people embellish or they lie outright. Try to pretend they're more than they are so people will remember them as giants. More often than not, they just end up looking ridiculous. You've given me a rare treat. Thanks. So, what do you want? Can't help you with that with your chamber, but maybe there's something else. Tell me about the adversaries. I don't want to talk about them. It's important to understand that they are not unbeatable. They are not immortal. They're tough. Hells yes. But they can be stopped. That said, what are they? You've heard of spirits, beings of pure thought? That's what they are, except that they're more like living hate. Like every nightmare of fear that you can't escape. A vortex of despair, and that's why we fight. Because they're poison, okay? Did we talk? I'm sure we talked. Oh, I'm sure we talked to these people. Did we not? I'm Ziobian, you're, She concentrates, fingers pressed to her temple. When her table mate starts smiling, she pulls them away. I'm not actually a mind reader like these two, just a joker. So you have no mental powers? Oh, I do, but they extend in other directions. Tell me, are you from the area? A small hamlet, slightly isolated, but still within the border of Sega's protectorate? Somewhere near Rhin Wood, perhaps? Actually, I don't know where I'm from. I was born in a falling star. What? How is it that you know the language here? You must be particularly observant. Your voice, your inflections, your mannerisms, they speak of someone whose upbringing was based on an older version of Sega's Cliff's dialect. That suggests an isolated aldea or enclave of some sort. Though she claimed not to be a mind reader, Ziobi's mind is impenetrable. She might as well be one of the bartender's pumps. Okay. Can you tell me about the adversaries? I don't know where they came from and what they want, or any of that. I only know that they destroy everything they touch, and then I will destroy them. My friends pull their extrusions into the real world, and then I get to sever them from the source. I love doing that. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's interesting, but it doesn't really help me, unfortunately. So, we don't have enough money to sleep again, to see if someone else dies. So we need to do something, though. So what? So we could go and look for Matt Keener, I guess. Veterans, murderer. Search the fifth eye for any. Hold on. So we need to search in here for it. Did I miss that? Have I just not been reading quest text properly? So we need to search in here. Let's just double check that again. Search the fifth eye for any signs of an adversary's presence. Okay.
And with an impeccable sense of timing and wit.
Why, yes.
So you're
Of course. How could I have possibly meant
ghostly woman?
otherwise?
Why didn't I see that earlier? God damn it. You draw closer, but the wispy form of a woman in the booth does not clarify. You can hardly discern the details of her ghostly face, and you hear a chorus of whispering female voices that swarm around her like chance moths. Chance moths are little moths that flutter around, but they confer a random effect to the people that they interact with or the things that they interact with. Study her face more carefully. You peer more closely at her. She takes no notice of you. Her features are those of a teenage woman leaving childhood behind. Perception. You have seen her face before, somewhere in this city. The ghostly woman could be her twin. Listen to the whispers. They brush against your mind, just below the level of conscious thought. You hear them, but not with your ears. You can only make out snatches of the whispers in your mind. You killed me, created me, never wanted to die. Okay. Who are you? She has been ignoring you, but without a transitional state, her face is suddenly and furiously focused on you. Another flicker, and her hands wrap around your throat. Ghost or not, her fingers are very real, and they are choking the life from you. Let's not get ourselves choked out. Okay. Failure. Her fingers dig deeper. She's not just compressing your trachea, she's tearing your throat out. You choke and cough, drowning on your blood, but she is latched inside you. Last thing you see is her rage-twisted face.
I'm hurt.
Okay. I mean, it's a good thing we're immortal. We can just keep throwing ourselves at... Well, this is new. I mean, that down there seems like what we have in our heads to a degree, but... We've got a ghostly woman and we've... What's that? The air is warm next to this machine and you feel dizzy whenever you go near it. Okay, well, can we walk this way? Okay, so that's the exit portal. Okay, so it's broken off. Broken off there. Just want to have a quick search around before we have a chat with her. Is there anything? No, no. Okay, then let's have a chat with the lady. Sup? It's the same ghost woman who strangled you, but the fury is gone from her face, replaced with confusion. She looks around, her gaze falls on the large machine and lingers there. Finally, she notices you. She steps forward, a hint of trepidation in her eyes. Where are we? Do you know? How do I know that machine? It frightens me and I don't know why. It looks kind of like the Buried Crossroads, a laboratory hidden beneath the city. City? Sagus? Why do I remember that name? This place isn't beneath any city, though. I don't think we're in a real world at all. I wish I could remember more. I do remember one thing. I was angry, enraged. There are... She turns on you. I don't know how, but there are women like me born throughout the city, repeatedly, against their will. My memories are flitting back to me like flies. What drove them away? What do you mean? They are compelled into existence. She bites her lip, uncertain. Then she nods. Just a memory, but something is forcing my memory into the minds of women throughout the city.
Making a note.
It's wrong. I don't know how I know, but... She looks away, lost in her own thoughts. When she turns back to you, there is more certainty in her voice. Find them. The women becoming like me. Or already like me. Maybe I'll remember more. Maybe we can do something. Look. You follow her finger to a glowing form where before there was nothing. It's a membra. You found one of them already. The women created by the engine. Which one is this? Is this the... Yeah, so Syria, so the loss of self, the other girl that's outside the tavern, is another one of them. Hey, I didn't expect to do anything, but we found something to do. How do I find these women? They're in the real world, in Sagus. You may even have met without realizing it. I only have vague impressions of them. I know one of them is a leader. She has sacrificed much of her life and so gained life in return. I'm sorry, I can't tell you more than that. Okay. Have any more? One of them offers joy and sorrow for coin. Her family is not her own. It's borrowed, I think. Okay, any more? Okay, no. So there seem to be two of them. Let's talk to Seria. She might give us some insight, and then I think we'll call it. Okay, that was unexpected. The siege. I remember the siege when the Tabat came to destroy Sega's cliffs. I remember it. I think it happened a long time ago. Did it? I'm only a broken memory, apparently. What do I know of time? I was there. I remember the screams, the terror. The Tabat came, many of them mounted on their dragoliths. Each of them with a stranger, more terrifying weapon than the one before. Sagas should have fallen, like Shuena and Ika, and 100 villages before us, but it didn't. We fought them off. It's coming back to me. These are my memories. But what does that have to do with the other women? I don't know. There is more to this story. I need your help to find it. Okay, can I go for a wander down here? Just see if there's anything? No? Okay. That grunting's going to get annoying soon, I can tell.
Yes.
Who's this? Kitawa? That name rings a bell. I'm sure we've talked to someone with that name. But, do you know what? I think what we're going to do is I'm going to save it here. There's our save. Save it here, and then I think we're going to call it quits on this one, and we'll come back and continue this in the next one. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the episode, or in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this at all, then please drop us a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.